Welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Today we're going to talk about pros and cons of living in Arizona. Stay tuned! So guys, it's been a while since I've done a video like this talking about the pros and cons of living in Arizona. Now, you're probably watching this because you're either A, troll, and you're looking to see what nasty things I have to say, or B, you're actually considering making Arizona your home. Now, this video is specifically about the Phoenix Valley, okay? The area surrounding Phoenix, about 30 minutes west of Phoenix and 30 minutes east of Phoenix, all right? That's the valley. Yes, there's places north of Phoenix, south of Phoenix. I'm not going to really talk about them too much. My personal preference, if money was no object, I would live in Prescott, or as the natives call it, Prescott. But to answer your question, is Phoenix a good place to live? I initially moved here. I hated it. I grew to like it. Is it the place I'm going to be the rest of my life? I don't know. But is it a good place to live? Short answer, yes. But it's not perfect. There's things I still don't like about it. So I'm gonna give you guys a list of pros and cons. Now, I'm from New York, if you couldn't tell. I call it like I see it. I don't sugarcoat nothing, and it pisses off some people, and I don't care. So let's get to it, guys. Let's hit up the cons list. All right, beaches. There are no real beaches in Arizona, okay? I did a whole video on it. Yes, it was clickbait. There's no real beaches in Arizona. There's these lakes, but they're not really beaches, you know what I mean? If you want a real beach, you're looking at a minimum 5-hour drive, be it to Rocky Point, which is in Mexico, or San Diego. It's a little more than 5 hours. But it's a drive, you know, you can make it if you really wanted to. The weather. There are 3 months of hell here in Arizona. I call it Hades, okay? Pure hell. I mean, so hot. You want to know what it feels like? This is what I want you to do. I want you to take a hairdryer, okay? I want you to set it on high and stick it in your face. And when your skin feels like it's gonna burn off, that's what the summer feels like here in Arizona. Now, mind you, that's only 3 of the 12 months. Then we have 3 months of regular summer, and then the rest of the year, the other 6 months, beautiful weather. Beautiful, beautiful weather. But you gotta put up with the 3 months of hell, unless you're a snowbird and you could afford not to live in Arizona those 3 months every year. Now, bugs. There's a lot of bugs here. There's tons of bugs, all right? You got your cockroaches, and they're not like the New York cockroaches. They're different. They look more like water bugs. You got your crickets, you got black widows, and everyone's favorite, scorpions. Now, I highly recommend, if you're buying a house here in Arizona, you gotta get a contract with Nature Zone. No, they are not a sponsor of this, okay? Nature Zone, I'm gonna call you one of these days, all right? We gotta do something, you and me. But I love this company, Nature Zone. They come when they say they're gonna come. They're phenomenal. I got nothing bad to say about Nature Zone. So, and other places have contacted me, asked me if I wanna switch. I have no interest in switching. You know, when you find a provider you're very, very happy with, no matter what someone else offers you, you don't want to try switching because you're happy with what you got. You know what I mean? So, kind of like, you know, some guys, I don't have hair, but if I had hair and I had a particular barber, I would not want to switch with nobody else because I got a relationship with that person. I like what they do, you know, rapport. I don't want to switch. How did I get from talking about bugs to hair? I don't know. But listen, if you're renting a place, it's the management's responsibility, the building management, to have your place sprayed every other month or two, you know? Some places, they do it quarterly. Me, personally, I pay for every other month. Now, another thing I don't like about Arizona is the landscape. This really pisses off the locals.
Man, if you don't like it, you should go back.
I can hear the trolls already.
Yeah. You're stuck up. Yeah.
I don't care. It's blah. When I drive around, when I first moved here, and I would drive around and I'd see the cacti and the dirt and just the mountains in the back, I'd be like, how the heck did I end up here? You know, but now I've learned to appreciate the cacti, I should say, plural. I've learned to like the cactus. It's very unique. But do I really enjoy the landscape? No, I do not. I much prefer lush forest, like when I was in Jersey. And People think of New Jersey, they think of Newark, you know, where the planes land at the airport. That does not represent most of New Jersey. New Jersey is called the Garden State, okay? Because it's mostly trees, you know? I've gone in small little planes. Believe it or not, I can fit in small little planes. Jersey is very lush with trees. It's mostly undeveloped, believe it or not, you know? And then you come here and it's just desert. And yes, I know, Arizona's desert. It's slowly, gradually getting developed. Okay, troll, so you guys done typing now? Because I really don't give a rat's ass what you have to say in case you haven't figured it out. So now let's talk about the pros, guys. The job market here is hot right now. Really red hot. Will that be the case forever? No. But as of now, 2019, from what I understand, job market is great. I haven't looked for a job in quite some time. I don't know too many people that are unemployed. I hear the unemployment rate is very low right now in Arizona. Housing is still somewhat affordable. Now don't get me wrong. Real estate prices have soared. You can no longer look to buy a house in like a real area for $100,000. It ain't gonna happen. Back in the day, you could have. In fact, my wife, before she met me, she bought a foreclosure on the west side in Avondale for $100 grand. That ain't gonna happen now, you know? Prices have soared, but you could still have a mortgage that's less than what you would have paid if you were renting. Another positive thing, the food scene. Surprisingly, the food here is great. I wasn't always so fat. I really like the food here. Believe it or not, my voice is holding up a little bit. The food is phenomenal. I'm telling you, if you're a foodie, Phoenix, Arizona, you're gonna be happy over here. Just check out Yelp. I'm telling you the truth. Tons of different types of food. It's not just Mexican. It's not all just hamburgers. In fact, last night we had Indian food. They have all sorts of cuisine here. Lastly, let's talk about state taxes. That's another pro. Taxes here are relatively low in terms of state taxes. You know, and that's partially why education is not so good because, you know, they don't pay the teachers here so well. But if you look at, you know, one of the reasons why I don't go back to New Jersey, and don't get me wrong, I've thought about it a lot. Like, why don't I go back to home, back to Jersey? When I first moved here, let me back up a second. When I first moved here, right? Like I said, and I'm not making this up, I despised Arizona. I disliked it so much, I got this tattoo to remind me that I was eventually gonna go back home, all right? That's how much I disliked Arizona. Eventually, I grew to like it because I had a change of heart. And you can see my other videos to explain the change of heart situation. My point is, one of the reasons why I will not go back to New Jersey in particular is because of the high taxes. It's ridiculous over there. So why am I gonna bust my hump, even if the house is paid off, to have to pay that much money every year in tax? Doesn't make sense to me. So in closing, guys, there are pros and there are cons to living anywhere, you know? Yeah, you gotta come and experience it. I say if you're considering moving to Phoenix, Arizona, come during the summer if you can. Experience the heat. Experience the worst of it because the rest of the year is great outside those 3 months. If you can survive the summer here and you actually are okay with the culture and you dig it, yeah, move here. It's not so bad. If you come here, I've known many people that come here, they don't like it. They leave and they go back where they came from. Not everyone that moves to Arizona stays, I'm telling you. I'm just telling you the truth. Other people might sugarcoat it. Oh, come, it's wonderful. Oh, you're gonna love it. I'm telling you the freaking truth. You may not like it, you know? I know I didn't like it. It took me many years to start to appreciate it. And I'm still not 100% sold. I mean, it's okay. But there's no real trees. There's palm trees. There's no beaches that are nearby. I gotta drive 5 hours, you know? And the food is good. The food is good. I give it that. The food is good. I still have yet to find a real New York bagel, you know? Like there's okay bagels, but they're not great. Pizza, I'm still looking for real pizza here. But there's good food though. Don't get me wrong. There's good food. So in closing, guys, seriously, if you haven't been to Arizona, you're considering it because you see that there's no snow. You see that you know, the cost of housing is still slightly less elsewhere. You see that the job market is hot and you're thinking about it. Come down here for a week or two, experience it. And that way you can decide for yourself instead of listening to a guy like me. You make the decision. So I don't want you guys moving here and then you say you don't like it and then you blame me, okay? I'm telling you, you need to come and experience it for yourself before you move all your stuff, all right? You hear what I'm saying? So that concludes another edition of Arizona Living. Be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know below, what do you think about Phoenix, Arizona? Till next time!